They were just co-stars, professionals doing their job, reading scripts, following directions, delivering emotions written by someone else. Or were they? Because after this one scene, something shifted, and fans are still trying to understand what really happened that day on set. Welcome back, and before we dive in, let us know in the comments, do you think their chemistry is real? Because after this story, you might never see them the same way again. Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun, two of Korea's brightest stars. When they were cast in The King, Eternal Monarch, many assumed it would be just another K-drama pairing. Polished, professional, picture perfect. But from the very first press conference, eagle-eyed fans noticed something different. They weren't just acting like two leads promoting a series. There was laughter, inside jokes, a quiet ease between them. Still, no one thought much of it, until filming reached that one pivotal scene. It wasn't supposed to be a big deal, just another romantic moment in the script. Lee Gon, the king, reaches for Yoon Tae-yul. She looks up. He leans in. Classic, predictable, standard K-drama fare. But when cameras rolled, something electric passed between them. Even the director paused. "Cut," he said. But no one moved. Kim Go-eun blinked slowly. Lee Min-ho didn't break eye contact. And that's when everyone on set felt it. This wasn't acting anymore. The staff whispered after. Makeup artists glanced at each other. Camera crew nodded without saying a word. There was a moment, a single unscripted second, where their expressions betrayed them. She wasn't Yoon Tae-yul anymore. He wasn't Lee Gon. They were Kim Go-eun and Lee Min-ho, caught in something real. Later, during an interview, the cast was asked about that scene. Lee Min-ho laughed nervously. Kim Go-eun looked down at her lap. And then he said it. That scene changed something. It wasn't just scripted emotion. It felt real. The host smiled. The fans went wild. Rewatch the scene today, and you'll notice things you didn't see before. The way Lee Min-ho's eyes linger a little too long. The way Kim Go-eun's hand trembles slightly. The way their breath catches. Not from acting, but from something unspoken. That was the turning point. From co-stars to something more. After that scene, their off-camera interactions became warmer. Behind-the-scenes clips showed Kim Go-eun giggling when Lee Min-ho teased her. He started looking at her with a kind of softness, protectiveness, affection. They weren't just promoting a drama anymore. They were becoming a real team, a unit, and fans noticed. Social media lit up. Did anyone else see the way he looked at her? Look at how she leans into him. It's not acting. Even veteran industry insiders began whispering. They've worked with other co-stars before, but this feels different. And then came the wrap party. Photos leaked. Lee Min-ho standing close to her. Kim Go-eun smiling with a sparkle in her eyes. They weren't being guarded. They weren't pretending anymore. The show had wrapped. The cameras were off. And still, they chose to stay near each other. Later that month, fans spotted them in a quiet cafe in Seoul. No bodyguards. No PR managers. Just the two of them sipping tea, talking softly. Of course, their agencies denied everything. They're just good friends. They have great on-screen chemistry. Nothing more. But fans weren't buying it. Because ever since that one scene, the truth had already started to show. It's rare for one moment to reveal everything. But that day on set, that scene, it broke the wall between fiction and reality. And no one, not even Lee Min-ho or Kim Go-eun, could undo it. In a later variety show appearance, when asked about his ideal type, Lee Min-ho said something curious. Someone who surprises me. Someone who makes even the quiet moments feel meaningful. And just as he said it, the screen flashed to a photo of him and Kim Go-eun on set. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe a hint? Kim Go-eun, too, once said in an interview, "I like someone who sees me, not just the actress, but the person. Someone who makes me feel seen." And fans couldn't help but notice. That's exactly how Lee Min-ho looked at her. In that one scene, and every moment after. So where are they now? Both busy with their careers. Publicly silent about each other. But every so often, something slips. An Instagram post that seems timed too perfectly. A comment with a hidden meaning. A look during an award show that says everything words cannot. Fans still talk about that scene. It wasn't the kiss. It wasn't the dramatic music. It was the pause. That quiet beat, where their eyes met, and the world held its breath. Because in that second, two actors became two people. Two characters became something real. And all of us watching felt the shift. So we ask again, do you think it was acting? Or was that scene their love story's true beginning? Tell us what you think in the comments. Was this just good chemistry? Or something deeper? Because the way Lee Min-ho looked at Kim Go-eun, it wasn't scripted. And whatever happened after that scene, it changed everything. But it didn't stop there. Within hours, fan communities began comparing timestamps. Theories emerged. Was that the same balcony from Lee Min-ho's Jeju Island trip last spring? Was Kim Go-eun wearing the same cardigan that appeared in a mirror selfie Lee posted months ago? And then someone pointed it out. The watch on Kim Go-eun's wrist. It wasn't hers. It was the exact same brand, model, and color as the one Lee Min-ho wore in his last press junket. Coincidence? Maybe. But fans who followed them for years know, it rarely is. Still, the couple remained silent. Not a denial, not a confirmation. And in the world of celebrity romance, silence speaks louder than words. When dispatch photographers caught a glimpse of a man walking behind Kim Go-eun at a private event, cap low, hoodie drawn, people began to speculate all over again. The height matched, the stride matched, and so did the posture. It was the same slight lean Lee Min-ho had when avoiding cameras. People didn't want just evidence anymore. They wanted answers. Then came the surprising part. A lifestyle magazine, known for soft features and gentle celebrity portraits, ran a subtle story titled, "Private is the New Public." And buried in the article was a quote, anonymous, but clearly pointed. When you've loved someone long enough, it stops mattering what the world thinks. You stop hiding. You just start living. The tone matched Kim Go-eun's recent interviews. The restraint mirrored Lee Min-ho's public statements. And the message was clear. They weren't hiding anymore. They just weren't explaining themselves either. This shift triggered something deeper in their fandoms. People didn't just want gossip now. They wanted context. They began revisiting old videos, past interviews, red carpet moments from the king, eternal monarch days. The subtle glances, the whispered jokes, the protective gestures. How had they missed the signs? A clip from a 2020 press event resurfaced. Lee Min-ho being asked who he leaned on most during filming. He had smiled, paused, and then said quietly, "I found strength from someone who made the hard days easier." He never said a name, but his eyes drifted toward Kim Go-eun, just slightly. Fans are calling it the moment everything changed. Now there's talk of an exclusive documentary, something that would cover not just their careers, but the personal stories behind the scenes. Insiders say Kim Go-eun was approached to do a reflective segment on the king, and she didn't say no. Lee Min-ho, too, has reportedly agreed to contribute to a romantic drama retrospective. Why now? Why open up now after all this time? Maybe the answer is simple.